Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I realized that I am way behind on schedule for stuff. I had a lot of other things going on with my job, and then had a 4th of July weekend, which got kind of wild. So had several days where I wasn't able to really record or edit anything. So playing catch up right now. So have Shield Hero episode 3, which will be uploading today, and then we have. Well, I had recorded Shield Hero episode 4, and for whatever reason, my phone did not record the video even though I pressed record. So I have the audio recorded for that and the screen grabs and everything, but I don't have the video, so it'd be kind of weird. So I think for right now, unless you guys really want it, I'm just going to upload my review of it instead of just the reaction, just because it'd be weird to have just the audio for the reaction, I guess, and then it just wouldn't be legitimate to just rewatch the episode and refilm it. It would just be kind of weird. So I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, I'm gonna get that out. Just because it's not worth risking more copyright strikes and everything. I don't want to try going into some of the Trash Sunday stuff, at least for now. It'll just kind of be an empty day. I'm gonna have God of High School uploaded either later today or tomorrow. And then we have ReZero Season 2 coming out Wednesday, which is going to be awesome. And then we have Rent a Girlfriend, and then Gibiate doesn't come until, I think, next week. It's like July 15th. So really hyped about that. But I'm going to get caught up with Violet Evergarden here first, and then we're going to get into more Shield Hero, and I'll try not to mess up with the recording for next time. So stay tuned. I'm really excited to get back into Violet Evergarden. I'm interested to see where the plot's going to go from here. So yeah, let's get right into the reaction. Yeah, so we left off with Iris having her whole fit with the birthday party. See where it goes. Care for a drink. Hodgins. It's true. Another war. Garderic Empire. Miss Violet Evergarden. Violetto. Going to see the princess. Let me guess, she doesn't want to marry him. Arranged marriage. It's me on the weekend. Minus the stuffed animals. Yeah, she's a bit of a robot. I don't know, she kind of looks like she's older than that. She looks like she's like, I don't know, 16 or 17 or something. That's anime for you, I guess. I mean, kinda have-ish. I mean, yeah. I mean, if there's no love, yeah. Historically, that's not a crazy age gap. But in modern context, that's like pedophilia, so. But this is obviously arranged marriage in older times.
Yeah. Yes. I love it. It's like some Joker face. She's gotten good, yeah. I want that cupcake. Yeah, so the marriage is almost like part of this peace deal. You are my love story. It does. Yes. No? She's really... Yeah, because she doesn't want to go through with it. Little temper tantrum. Alright, there we go. See, I wish I got like a flower or something, like, with my letters. Not that I really get like letters that interest me. It's all junk mail, 99% of the time. But hey, maybe if the junk mail came with a flower or something, I'd be like more apt to like open it maybe. I don't know. Only once. Yeah, so they feel fake to her. Because somebody else wrote it. Yeah, what is her true self though? "10 years old? That's crazy. It's a bit wild. Yeah, that'd be hard for a kid. Like, you haven't even really gone through puberty even at 10. So she does actually want it to happen. Yeah, that's true, but you know. Oh, because she has to go move in with him. I mean, you met once for like, what? I don't know, a minute? It's kind of hard to get people's character and feelings from that. I like it. Yeah. Yeah, they're being real with each other now. Yeah. Cause all this like fake crap, you know, overly sappy, just for the masses basically to eat up. It is kind of weird that like everybody's just like waiting for the letters to come in and then just like looking at it and reading it in like a public square. It'd be weird. I'm a hot-tempered crybaby. He's humble, he's honest about things. I like it. It's a challenge. I mean, he did initially, but it wouldn't have been authentic, though. That's like the problem with the dolls. Oh, the same garden, yes! I love it. Literally hasn't aged or changed at all. That was sweet. Although it does feel weird shipping somebody who's like 14 and then 24. Damn it, anime! Whatever, it's fictional, it's a old-timey universe, it's okay, I guess. Justitia region, Austria. It's interesting. Interesting. Okay. I like this mountain castle or whatever it is. It's dope looking. Who are those people? Oh. There she is. I guess those are the ones. I don't think they introduced their names in those earlier episodes. Yeah, Joker face. The Shahar Observatory. So why do they need all the dolls there? Enormous volume. So they're gonna have the memory dolls transcribe them. Must be a big manuscript for that many people. It's a weird way of spelling Kyle. I don't like it. He's intrigued by the emerald. His design kind of almost looks like a female, though. It's kind of bothering me. Like the eyes, like how they're drawn, they almost look more feminine. And then the hair, of course, but... He's gonna be really cold, and then she's gonna win him over. It's my prediction. I think that's the first time she took off her gloves without using her, like, teeth. I think. She's too fast for you, man. He didn't expect that, did he? The bird having a little seizure. Impressive. Yeah. Yeah, super team right there. I mean, that is an important job. Oh, they're talking shit about him. Just like her. Are they gonna try to, like, play up a relationship with them? I don't know. It's true. Speaking facts, man. Yes. He's blushing. Alright guys, that was Violet Evergarden episodes 5 and 6. Very, very good. So what I kind of find interesting so far with this series is that I feel like each episode has been focused on a different side character that they introduced. So like you had, I don't remember if it was episode 2 or 3, but you had Lukuya, is it her name? I'm spacing that out. I'll have to correct that. I feel like that was wrong. But you have her, Violet ends up helping her kind of reconnect with her drunkard brother. So, and then like you have her in like episode 4 getting with Iris, helping her reconnect with her family and then kind of come to terms with her emotions. And then episode 5, you have her with Princess. And then episode 6, you have her with Leon, I believe it was. There's too many names in so many series, so if I space this up, make a mistake with the name, I'm sorry. But each episode, it's kind of interesting. So like it introduces backstory to each of these characters. So what I'm curious about is, like, are we going to see these characters again? Like, we saw one of them again, but with some of these others we haven't. So I'm kind of curious because now it's kind of, I think it's a 12 episode series, kind of already in the halfway mark almost. So are these characters going to be important down the road? Because it's kind of interesting to try to like introduce a character and then kind of make you feel a bit establish a connection to them, but then like you only see them that one time. So it is like a bit hard to care for them if like, you don't see them as much. But what I kind of see from all of that is that for each person, each episode, she's meeting somebody, she's leaving her mark on them. She's changing their life for the better. You have, as I said before, you have her reconnecting people's, sibling relationships, romantic relationships, like mom, parental relationships, everything, all this like emotional stuff that she's doing, like whether that's intention, sometimes like incidental, whether she realizes everything that she's doing for these people or not, like she's having a huge effect on a bunch of different people's lives, and she's doing all of that without like asking for anything. It's very selfless. Well, okay, she asked for an invoice from Iris, but that was about it. But yeah, she's just, it's very interesting. And so she's not any closer to achieving her goal, like of trying to reconnect with the major and discover her feelings for that. Like she's progressed in a way as far as like understanding emotion, but I mean the major's gone, so I'm really curious what's going to happen with that. But as far as like episode 5 goes, for example, episode 5 with the princess is very good. What kind of struck me about that kind of stood out with episode 5 was them writing the letters, like not having Violet write it, but just having the princess and then Prince Damien write back and forth to each other on their own, and it was that much more authentic. And so like you had the princess, she was upset, worried that the prince didn't love her because it just seemed phony. Like the letter that the doll wrote seemed phony, and it kind of hit me. I'm like, they're supposed to put your feelings, somebody else's feelings, onto like a letter and then send that to that person, but they don't transcribe it. It's so what you're putting there is like this fluffed up fanciful version that's not really like so it is almost like fake in a way. So like especially for like a love letter, like yeah, it might sound like beautiful and everything, but it is kind of like tacky and sappy. It's like it's not, it's just fake. So that's what makes me wonder. I'm like, is the whole memory doll service, like, is that even really a good thing? Because it's just taking the authenticity out of like the whole like experience of like trying to send something important to somebody, and then the fact that like their letters back and forth had that much more meaning, it was that much more real, was like, it's like, sorry Violet, you almost didn't even need to be there. But yeah, that I really like that. And then she felt like a bit indebted to Violet because Violet like helped orchestrate all that behind the scenes, which she didn't need to do. So that was awesome. But as far as episode 6 goes, and I had to cut out another issue with episode 6, just like with Shield Hero, or the stupid camera was cutting out. So I have some of that recorded. The rest, unfortunately, had to be cut out. So I missed the whole observatory scene, which sucked. But that was awesome. I love that Violet was sticking up for Leon, like in the library, to all those other guys that were trying to hook up with her or whatever. And she said, I'm not just saying this because I think he's watching or because he's my partner in this. I'm saying it just because it's true. I don't lie. So that was a really awesome moment for me in this show. And I think like she really changed, like she changed this guy's whole outlook on everything, which was crazy. So like he, they kind of almost have a similar childhood in a sense to where they're both orphans. And he was kind of, he said later on, is like, hey, I've been in this library almost like waiting for my mother to come home with my father, because they both left. They they left him. And because of that, I've been complacent, waiting for something that might never happen. And so I've like not been able to move forward with my life. Like he's like been stuck. And so by the end of the episode, through Violet being around him, it inspires him to go travel the world, kind of to be more like her, and like his life is finally moving again. And I think he likes her because they kind of built that up. So I'm curious if they're gonna eventually try to have them meet again and start something, because they had the whole scene on the observatory where he was talking with Violet about feelings, asking her if she's lonely. She said she doesn't know what that means. She knows what it means, but she doesn't know how it feels. And so he starts asking her about it and like what she feels about. She didn't mention that he was the major, but like the person that she was thinking about. And yeah, she basically describes what loneliness is, and he's like, yeah, that's what you're feeling. What you're feeling, that like the pain in your heart not being around this person is loneliness. And I think he kind of like could tell that, like, maybe not like a romantic thing, but that she had a very deep connection to whatever person she was thinking of, which she does. And I think that it'll be interesting. So like, because she says that, he asks her, is like, hey, if you had to like ditch the contract with your job to go save this person, like if they were in danger, would you do it? And I was kind of conflicted about that, because I was like, what is she gonna say? Because she obviously has very strong feelings towards him, but then she's like military minded, strict, following orders, all of that. And to my surprise, she was like, screw the contract. I don't care what my job says. It's like, I would go after him in a heartbeat, no question. I'd do it, anytime. And I thought that was interesting. Like that, like her feelings are that strong, but she just doesn't know how to express them really. And then she said that like I forgot how she phrased it, but basically she doesn't want to live in a world where he's not there. Like if he's not there, she has nothing else to live for. And I was like, damn, like, how is she going to react when she finds out that the major isn't there anymore? Because Hodgins has not told her. He's been like keeping this quiet to protect probably himself, but also like her own feelings. And like, I don't know, like, so I'm curious, like, if like, because eventually she's gonna find out. And I'm so curious how she's going to react. Like, is she actually going to like break down like through the facade of just being this kind of robot? And like that's what I did like at the very, very last scene of episode 6. I think that might have been the first time she smiles. It was like very faint, but she did smile back at Leon as she was leaving. And so I'm curious if eventually maybe they'll bring back Leon and have him be like her romantic interest, like after Gilbert. But I don't know. And then they have there's a movie for it as well, and then there's another movie coming out in September for it. So that kind of like kills my my theory. Well, not really my theory, but my thought, like that. How some of the characters are speaking in narration in previous episodes, almost like they're speaking about Violet in past tense. I was like, well, is Violet gonna die? But I kind of don't think so if they're having 2 movies now after this series. So I don't think she's gonna die, but who knows? So anyways, that was episodes 5 and 6. Amazing. It's getting better. Still don't quite know how the overarching plot is going to go. It's kind of almost been this like chain of events, and I'm interested to see like how are they going to wrap up this series? What is it going to look like when it gets to that point? But anyways, I've been really liking this. So if you want to see more, please share, please subscribe to the channel, hit like if you enjoy the video. I'll try to have a more consistent schedule. Things were crazy with 4th of July weekend, so I was not able to be home for multiple days, so was not able to record or put anything out for several days. So playing catch up right now, and hopefully you guys still enjoy all this. We'll be getting into summer anime season coming up, so we have ReZero season 2, which I'm hyped as hell for, and Chibiate next week, and then we have God of High School, which should be dropping either later today or tomorrow, and then we have Rent a Girlfriend, which mixed feelings about, but we'll see how it is. Should be fun. And then I don't think I'm going to replace Princess Connect, but we'll see. So anyways, hope you enjoy the reaction.